Comes up now, Market Ruler. Taken in by Pike, who won the first. Lights are flashing now, gates open. Oh, Market Ruler got out like an absolute shot. Won the start clearly, away smartly as Alcina and also Essential Spice. Carolina Reaper kicking up as well, playing Zeus shortly after the break. In behind them, Penther's Pride. Coranus went back into the field and then deeper out, Regal Council. They're followed by Energy Pack, Fascination, and the tail ender settling into stride, chasing the ace. 600 left to go though, and Market Ruler, the hot price favourite, leads the way coming up to the bend, a half a length on Alcina, and then Essential Spice is forced to do it tough out there wider. Back on the inside to Penther's Pride ahead of Playing Zeus. They're being followed by Regal Council, called upon for its effort. It's on the outside of Carolina Reaper, but he's down hands and heels at the 200 mark on the favour. Market Ruler booted away from them now, put up about 3 lengths. Essential Spice running around pretty green as she was in one of those trials. She won't get anywhere near Market Ruler, who's one untouched for Pike, an early double. Market Ruler by over 3 lengths. Essential Spice down the outside, Regal Council with Alcina. Good go for minor placings. They were followed further back behind them, Carolina Reaper, Penther's Pride, Coranus, Playing Zeus, chasing the ace back there with those, and then Energy Pack, and the last of them in is Fascination. Market Ruler, she looked as though she was slungshot from the gate. She jumped so fast. Pike then was able to hold the lead and control it there, with Alcina having to sit outside of Market Ruler. And when he let this Universal Ruler filly down, she just found a gear. And that was all she needed to find, because she'd put up a margin between herself, Alcina, and her rivals. And she's gone on to win in an absolute breeze. Essential Spice, encouraging debut run to grab second. Third will be Regal Council on the outside of Alcina. Market Ruler for the Simon Miller stable has given William Pike an early double, 7 rides for the day, and they're about as good as you could get. Out of Market Wrap, this filly for David Reid, Miss T. Hughes, P&R, M. Jones, T. Rompotus, B. Wirra, and Mrs. R. G. Matcham, T. Morley, M. Collins, M. Hosking, M. Pember, and G. Pampakos, I. Mrs. P. Hodgkinson, G. Hazel, and the Conscape Syndicate. Pike there didn't have to turn the persuader. He just sat there as quiet as a church mouse on this favourite Market Ruler, who won last start by 3. I reckon the margin might be even a greater one today, and certainly at the back end of this 2-year-old season, this is a filly that has really come into her own. Let's go out to Britt Taylor, and once again, and it could be the Britton Pikey show for the afternoon, because she's on her way back, and Pikey's just sailed on past. Not quite sure if we'll be able to get the chance there to catch up with him on this particular occasion, but I'm sure it won't be the last. Let's take you back down now to the yard. In actual fact, we'll go to Gareth as this favourite continues on her way back with Pike in the saddle. So 5 starts, and she's now won 3 of those, Market Ruler. And she just seems to get better and better as the campaign goes on, Gareth.
That indeed, Darren, and the blinkers have done the trick as well, and she's been, well, the last couple of starts, she's just been awesome. She's jumped out of those gates and travelled beautifully under Willie Pike, and when he's asked her to go, she just scooted away, and she wins again, this 2-year-old filly. And Simon Miller is about to join us here to have a chat about this filly that makes it back-to-back victories here. Simon, well done. That was a good effort once again by the filly.
You're in the wrong stall, Gareth. Should be down there.
We've had a few technical difficulties. We can't go too fast, Simon, so
right.
we're stuck here. Yeah. She did it well again.
Good filly. Professional, does everything right. Pulls up really good from run to run. So she's had 5 runs now as a first prep. 2 weeks' time is another 1,000. She didn't really... Last run and this run, you wouldn't think would have taken much out of her, considering she hit the line pretty soft. If she pulls up good, I'll tempt her to go again.
How good would she when in the Caracatta in this kind of form? She improved since then?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Just that lack of race experience. She drew wide in the Caracatta and went forward then back, and my other ones drew favourably and had the tactical speed to get there. She's a nice filly. I threw her in the deep end going in the Caracatta, but you only get one chance at $500,000, so... and she didn't disgrace herself. She was good, and then since then she's really gone on with it. So I just admire how she's had 5 runs and hasn't shown any signs of going off the boil, and the way she won today, you could go again.
Is she a 2-year-old then? You just wait up and say, okay, we'll get the best out of her right now while she's in form, or do you have in the back of the mind that she might come back as a good 3-year-old?
Well, she could come back because she keeps improving. Whilst you're winning that easy against that opposition, it's bloody tempted to go again in 2 weeks' time. I think what she pocketed 70,000 every time she's going around, so it's a good little learn for the connections. I'll just do the right thing by her, but I mean, if you wouldn't think that'd take too much out of her, and if it hasn't, well, we'll probably be back here in a fortnight.
Been a pretty handy season with the 2-year-olds.
It's been good, Gareth. Sometimes you get lucky.
Job well done.
Thanks, mate.
There's Simon Miller there, the winning trainer. We might see if we can catch up with William. He might have ducked off. In fact, he's over there, so we'll see if we can catch up with Willie Pike as he just has a chat to Simon Miller after taking out the second event, and that's an early double for Willie Pike as well. He's just having a chat to the winning connections now, so we might have to duck and weave our way to see if we can catch up with Willie. And he's just having a chat now to Simon Miller and the winning connections after that performance of Market Ruler. And that was impressive. She makes it back-to-back victories, and Willie Pike, I don't know how many winners he could ride today. 5, 6? Could be 6 winners for Willie Pike. So he could just be in for a big day. Willie, we just caught up with Simon. We've had enough of Simon, so Willie, that's a really good effort by this filly. She just keeps on getting better this prep, it looks like anyway. Is that how she feels?
Yeah, definitely. Since the blinkers went on, it's really sharpened her up. I wasn't expecting sort of that much improvement when they went on. I thought, if we put them on, we'll get a little bit more and we'll be real competitive. But they've gone on, and she just seems to be doing it so easy.
She jumps out of the gates like she wants to run, and you never really looked like in danger today?
No, she felt good throughout, jumped clean. Just typical one of Simon Miller's horses, so well prepared and educated, makes my life a lot easier.
The track, how is it playing with all that rain that we've had over the last 24 hours?
I wouldn't know you've had that sort of rain. It actually feels good.
Perfect, Willie. What about today? It's a double. How many? 5, 6?
Hopefully.
Job well done, mate.
Thank you.
There's the chap, Willie Pike. He brings up an early double here at Ascot today, and he's got a couple of really nice rides. A few more odds-on favourites, like an Enticing Star, Galaxy Star, Stageman, Acadia Prince. Could have 6 winners, Jules. We'll be back before the third race.